pretty much the worst video ever made.
Nobody asked you. Hey guys, Matt Zaddy here for the Guitar Shop. Today I'm going to do a quick walkthrough for you of my phone video setup so you can get those videos online sooner than later. Wait a minute, didn't we already do this? What, you think because the background's the same and I'm wearing the same shirt as the same video? Guess again, my old chum. It's not the same video. Trust me. Ha ha! The Guitar Shop with Matt Zaddy. What do you think, Prince? Yeah. Oh no, did I bust you? So big thanks again to everybody who came and checked out the last video we made. We really appreciate the recommendations and all the feedback. That was my first real foray, if you will, into making YouTube tutorials, and I had an absolute blast doing it, so thanks guys. We had a couple of great recommendations come through from the last video we posted that I thought would be great to share with everybody right now. The first one comes from my friend Mark Harry, and he was talking about if you find a performance setup that you like in terms of where your chair is placed and the tripod and your lights and everything else like that, use some tape and mark off on the floor where everything is. That way when you go to set up again, it'll be a lot easier. Personally, I like this super fancy green gaff tape. Gotta love your gaff. But, you know, use whatever you got. As long as it's not clear tape or something that you can see on the floor, you should be good. But you can use whatever works for you, electrical tape. Just make sure that whoever you live with is okay with you putting a bunch of tape on the floor and that they know why you're doing it so that they don't remove it and then you're, you know, out to lunch. Food for thought. The second tip we received had to do with overexposure from outside light. If you remember in the last video, I said just put yourself in front of a window and let nature do the rest. Window light. Basically, if it's direct sunlight coming in, shining on you, there's a chance of getting some overexposure, but otherwise you should be okay. Most phones tend to adjust for the lighting automatically. Overexposure is actually a huge topic which we might cover in another video because used properly it can actually look pretty cool as a cinematic effect, but that being said, leave that for another video. Let's see what my friend has to say about that.
Yes.
And now, on to today's topic. The last video was on tips for better performance videos. Today I'm going to walk you through the setup that I actually use for my own performance videos when I'm using my phone. So I'm going to do my absolute best to make sure that I gave you some new information on this one because we did cover a bit of this in the last topic. But I do have a special guest today who's going to be chiming in every so often with some really good advice.
Sweet.
These days I'm doing a mixture of phone videos and some videos using a more high-end camera that I'll import into my computer and edit, like this camera here. Hello, I'm Zaddy, camera, Zaddy, Guitar Shop, Zaddy, camera. I got my hands mixed up. But I still use this setup because it's quick, it's easy, and it gets the job done right. I've done this setup for a stack of videos in quarantine, and it continues to produce really good results. The real trick is just planning it out. If you plan it out, you'll be able to get it set up quick, torn down quick, and get the video that you want. If you don't, well,
What an idiot.
I didn't invite him. And now to the videotape. So what I'm walking you guys through is the performance video that I did for the last video, but I wanted to just kind of spell out a couple of things as we went along. So although you didn't see me clean this room, I did. Minus the cat here on the couch, which is a story for another day, because I probably need to brush my cat every single day. Seriously. Oh, there he is now. Man, that's a lot of cat hair. The first thing I normally do is set up my music stand. I have a heavy duty one that I like to put my tripods on for my phones because I can adjust it up and down and I can tilt it back and forward and get the exact angle that I need. If you don't have a heavy duty tripod, you can use a table, a countertop. If you have somebody with really steady hands, that's fine, as long as you're able to hopefully get it at the height and the angle that you're looking for. Now in this video I used two different tripods for two different phones because I'm fun like that. Both of these tripods I got from Best Buy like a few years apart. The second one that I got actually came with an external mic or a shotgun mic, which would actually be a really cool upgrade for you as you're starting to learn how to do this better in your home video adventures. That sounded wrong.
Gross.
That's actually what I'm recording the audio for this video on, is the shotgun mic that came from my phone. I hooked it up to my other camera. So these things work, and it would be a good upgrade for you in the future. So, more adventures still to come. Haha. So get your phone set up on the tripod and make sure that what's in the shot is what you actually want to see. This part's pretty straightforward. For a light setup, I kept it pretty simple. I just used my desk lamp, which has a couple of different brightness settings, which is kind of cool. I just angled it at the right angle that I needed for the shot. So, you know, you can use your lights from around the house as long as you can direct them in a specific way. This guy here is a daylight simulator that we use around the house in the wintertime. So if you don't have professional lights, you can still make a really good video. Always do a quick test video to make sure that you're happy with the sound and the visual. You can take a quick shot of you performing, and then if you need to adjust it a little bit to make sure that you didn't chop off half your head in the shot, then you can do that. I'd also recommend, if you're playing something that's a little bit more dynamic, play the softer part and play the louder part so you can see how it translates in the video. You also want to make sure that you're happy with how you look in it. I have a bad habit of slouching a lot of the time, and that doesn't look that great on video, so I have to make a conscious effort to sit up straight. Sometimes looking into the camera can make a big difference as well. I mean, could you imagine if you were watching this video and the whole time I was just kind of, you know, looking over there, or over there? It probably wouldn't translate as well. So these are some things to think about with your test shot.
Maybe I will. Gosh.
From there, I hit record, I get back into the frame, I take a second just to get a feel for what I want to do. I count myself in, I play, and then I wait a little bit at the end to give myself a little bit of cutting room on either side when I'm going to be trimming down the video. From there, I'll either post it to social or I'll transfer it to my computer or to my Dropbox or something like that. I like to keep track of the videos that I've done so I can kind of look back and see the progress that I've made and things that I've learned in terms of how to make them look better, sound better, the whole shebang. Phew!
But my lips hurt real bad.
So you might be asking, well, how do I know that your phone videos actually turned out well? Well, you can check my social media, or here is the actual footage that I shot with the iPhone and with the Huawei. Enjoy. Barely awake and barely asleep. So much to do, no time to breathe. I think I'm finally making headway. 'Cause I've been living to last for too long. Can't you see how much time has gone? Looking for the strength to carry on, and it's been far too long. And that's it, you know, it's really that easy.
Sweet.
You know, the more phone videos that I've made, the more that I pick up on little things here and there that can make them better, but it's always a process with this kind of thing. It's not difficult, you just learn as you go. Maybe you have some tricks that you've learned along the way that might help somebody with their setup. By all means, share that in the comments. Thanks a lot, guys. If you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, big thanks to the Guitar Shop. And for the finale, I'm going to show you my entire video setup and fast forward to the best music I could find. Enjoy!